Let's go through the CELPIP listening section mock test. I'm Scott from HZAD Education, and today we are going to do a mock test. You will see me take notes and answer the questions just like you would in the test. If you're new here, HZAD Education helps you with all of the CELPIP examination. CELPIP is similar to the IELTS, but it's specific for Canadian English proficiency. So we are going to go through part 1 to 6. Stay tuned to the very end because I'm going to give you the best tips and tricks on how to really speed up the test, get the correct answers, and do it without stressing out. Are you ready? Let's get started. So there are 6 parts, and each part I'm going to give you a notes section. This is very similar to the exam so that you get to take notes. Part 1 is about listening to problems. It goes from the easiest to the hardest. So we have 55 minutes in total, or about 55 minutes, but each part will be around 10 minutes. I would suggest 8 minutes for part 1 because it's the easiest. There will be 8 to 10 questions in total. Now, my first tip is that when you are taking notes, do it gracefully. You don't want to write down everything because that actually distracts your ears from listening attentively. What you should do is develop an ear for important information. Names, dates, opinions, and contradicting sentences. Usually they will have a contrasting transitional word like however, but, although. These types of words show you that they are saying two opinions in one sentence. They might say, I support the topic of, however, I disagree with. And generally in the questions, they will ask you on that, however, I disagree with. So gain an ear for these types of pieces of information and then write those down. Part 1, we're listening to a dialogue between two different people about some social issue. So let's get started. Please watch me while I take notes, and you could do the same at home.
You will now hear a report, and after that, 6 questions will appear. Choose the best way to answer each question. This recording will be played only once.
Hi, Coach.
Hi, Stephanie. How are you?
I was dreading the workout session with you today, if I'm being honest.
Ouch. But, then again, what's new?
Please don't be offended. I didn't mean you are the problem. It's this stupid workout. Why do I have to push this hard every day? I'm not trying to be a model. That's what I always think. It's just so optional, so extra. Sometimes I just want to quit.
Okay, let's take a step back. What did you eat yesterday?
You know the usual. Chicken breast, all greens. Yeah, all good stuff.
Stephanie, what else?
That's it. Just had a few extra desserts.
I heard that.
I am sorry, okay? It was at a party and...
Wait. It's okay. Have I said you cannot have cheat days? No, you can absolutely have those. But let me tell you something. Whenever you consume sugar, the following day you will be down on energy. Sugar drains you, while carbs, and only the good ones, can give you the energy needed for the following day's workout. That is why you feel the way you do today. And you do understand what you need to do now to get better, don't you?
Yes, Coach, I do.
Okay, that's our first audio. So we have a conversation between Coach and Stephanie. Stephanie doesn't like working out. She said she was dreading it. And then they talked a lot about her eating habits, her diet. She does eat healthy, except she also has desserts. And the coach took a very neutral stance on this. He said, have I ever said that you can't eat desserts? No, you're allowed to. But keep in mind that the following day you'll have less energy because sugar drains your energy and carbs increase it. Let's move down to the questions. You'll see we might have the answers here. Number 1, why is Stephanie working out so much? Not to eat more desserts and not to become a model. She did say that. She says, I do not want to be a model. Is her coach making her, or does she want to stay healthy and active? Well, it doesn't seem that her coach is pressuring her too much to eat healthy, so I'm going to assume that it's D, to stay healthy and active. What should you avoid if you need energy? Avoid. Okay. We learned that carbs give you energy. Chicken and greens, we could assume, give you energy. But he directly said carbs take away, sorry, sugars drain your energy. How does Stephanie feel about working out today? Now, I heard this word very clearly, so I can easily answer this. She said, I am dreading the exercise today, but let's cross out the other answers. She definitely wasn't motivated, and she wasn't energetic. She explicitly said, I don't want to do this. I don't feel like exercising. And she wasn't energetic. You can hear that in the tone of her voice. Nothing indicated that she felt better today, so we know the answer is dreadful. Okay, now during the CELPIP exam, a lot of the time they will give you 3 or 4 questions, and then you continue listening to the audio. So we are going to mimic that here today. Now we're going to keep listening to the rest of the audio so we have the answers for the next few questions. Go back to your notes section so you get to take more notes.
Okay, I think I'm done. I'm gonna pass out if I lift anymore.
You know how many times I've heard that before? It's all in your mind. You don't know what your body is capable of.
I think my body right now is only capable of passing out.
Alright, we can call it a day if that's how you really feel.
Yes, coach, I'm literally dead right now.
Let's sit down. Let's chat. Let me tell you something. You have participated in swimming competitions before, right?
Yes.
When you swim, you are so occupied with just pushing forward that you really don't concentrate on the wall you have to reach. Because when you do the latter, you see how far the distance is. You say it's impossible to hold your breath for so long, and you stop swimming right there. Hasn't that happened with you as well?
I'm sure I can say no right now and you will be disappointed. But either way, I get it. I know you're trying to make this an analogy for our workout.
You are smart. That is exactly what I'm trying to do. Whenever I start counting your reps, you seem to give up because you start feeling you will never reach all 12 reps. What you need to do is focus on just the movements. Forget the numbers. Keep your movements going until you can barely lift anything. And trust me, you will destroy even the number 12 if you keep doing this.
Okay, coach. That's not a bad plan, actually. I can give it a shot.
Okay, I have your 2-week progress here. Looks like your weights have increased by 10 pounds. Your endurance has gotten better. Your cardio is on fire right now, completely blowing away my mediocre expectations. But
what?
look at your muscle tone. Look at your right arm, for example. Can you see those veins?
What veins?
You see what I mean? Stephanie, you're doing everything right in our workouts. Trust me, I've been doing this for years, and you have seen my testimonials my clients put up online. I can give you the supermodel look that people would die for. Nonetheless, I cannot do it all by myself. Remember what I told you before. Your body will not be healthy looking if you are not truly healthy from the inside. You know what I'm referring to, right?
But I can't avoid my cheat days, coach. I'm a human being. If desserts make me unhealthy, so be it. I can recover from all that during workouts.
It doesn't work like that. Okay, listen. I am getting a lot of requests from other clients right now, and while I would love to continue working with you, if you're not willing to work with me strictly on my guidelines, I don't think we can go much further. Your next week's review will be even worse. So what do we do now?
Coach, I think for now, I'm not ready for something so intense. I am young, and you know about YOLO, right? Let me just enjoy this summer and let you know later if I'm serious enough to get started again. Is that okay?
I appreciate the honesty, Stephanie. That's okay.
Now, she did talk about being tired. She said my exhaustion. But the coach did say right after that it's not your exhaustion, it's actually your mentality. And I don't know if I wrote down something about that, but let's check. It's all in your mind. Okay, he did say it's all in your mind, and mind would be mentality. So that helps to confirm that answer. Number 5, what does the coach use as a metaphor? Now, a metaphor is when we compare two different things, but we don't use words as like and as. So we could compare the sun to someone's love because they are both hot and burning and filled with gas, let's say. So here, what did he use as an analogy or a metaphor? Sorry, I wanted to use the word analogy because I did write it down here, which tells me that swimming was the metaphor. He spent about 1 minute talking to Stephanie, telling her how when she is swimming, she sees the end of the pool